What's up, beautiful people? It's your boy Ricardo Miller. And guess what I'm doing? Chilling outside. You know why I'm chilling outside? Not only because tomorrow is the Influencer Summit, but because in Texas, I think it's like feels like it's 90 degrees.
Yes.
It the way it's 88, man. It is 88. Is that crazy? Area Brown said in Michigan.
Hey,
What
it's a
is the
beautiful autumn day in Michigan, about 60 degrees.
Oh my goodness, 60 degrees is coming to Texas after a while. We know 60 degrees is coming to Texas. How are you doing, madam? Thank you for joining me again. We're talking about leadership and influence. I mean, these conversations have been increasing. How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm excited to be on today. This whole weekend, I'm looking forward to it. I am pumped up and ready. I got content today.
Nice, nice, nice. That is a delight. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Guys, the Influencers Summit starts tomorrow. You heard me correctly. It starts tomorrow. And I'm in Texas, Arlington to be exact. I got Brady Robinson joining me as well out of Dallas, Texas. What's up, Brady?
Hello, everybody. Brady is in the house. Hey, y'all. It's been a whole year. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, I've been waiting all year for this. This is my birthday week, and I'm supposed to be on the beach in the Bahamas. But instead, I'm right here in Dallas, Texas, where it's 1,000 degrees, it feels like, for fall. But guess what, y'all? Guess what? It's it. You've been seeing the advertising. You've been seeing the stuff on Facebook. It's here. It's here. I'm excited. I'm so excited because guess what? Coach Ricardo has put so much work in this. Hey, have y'all seen the lineup of speakers? Woo! I said, wait a minute. Now, I don't know how much he paying, but hey, I want to stay on his entourage, in his camp, because he got some heavy hitters, y'all. He has some heavy hitters. Guys, I got so much stuff. I'm going to try not to overtalk, but you know how I am, full of excitement, because, like, it's here. It's here. It's happening. It's happening now. Like, for real, like, tomorrow's, like, the day. So I need you all here. Come back. Because if you think I'm crunk now, you wait till this weekend.
Thank you, Madam Brady Robinson. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. Let me invite some people to be part of our conversation. It's going down tomorrow starting at 9 o'clock. And we got an incredible lineup. I invited these ladies to join me back. Listen, in your opinion, I want to know what separates the leaders from the followers. Sister Daria, go ahead and talk to us because there are people who feel as though they've been called to this form of force, okay? And there are some people who have been placed in leadership, but they're not stepping up to lead. They're not functioning like leaders. Go ahead and share with us your opinion as to leaders and followers. What separates them?
All right. Well, I'll jump in right there. That's a great place to kick it off. First of all, it's okay. Leaders and followers both have their place. If nobody followed, it wouldn't be necessary to be a leader. But when we talk about leaders, we are talking about the cream of the crop, the disciplined ones, those that go out ahead of the pack, those that trailblaze, take new territory. The difference between a leader and a follower is the amount of pressure you can apply to a leader, the amount of maturity that they possess, and how much work they are willing to do, and how much they are willing to sacrifice, taking on an entire team, a team on their back, making sure the goals, the vision, the dreams come to pass. So the difference between the leader and the follower is the development path, skills, What characteristics are we bringing forward and developing to be able to place more responsibility on that leader?
One of the things I did so good. The thing I know is all what you just said, Rob, people who just they want the title, but they don't want those characteristics. The characteristics that makes them the cream of the crop. Ladies and gentlemen, you have the ability to lead. Okay? I don't believe leaders are born. I believe leaders are developed. Okay? I believe leaders are developed. Brady, in your opinion, let's talk about leaders and followers and what separates them as well.
I have some. I was waiting on my turn. I was waiting on my turn. Okay. Because let me tell you how I look at it. Jerry, you're so correct. To me, it goes back to that old saying, many are called, but few are chosen. That's how I look at it. Many are called, but
Right.
few are chosen. I love what you said. Leaders and followers both add value to the kingdom, right? Everybody can't be a leader. Before you can be a leader, you have to be a great follower. Okay, so my example, I followed Pastor Ricardo, Coach Ricardo for a long time. I had no skills about leading. I was under the assumption that leaders were born because I would see these great people and I would be like, golly, she just has a gift. How does she just know how to do that? And then when I joined the Effective Living team and started taking advantage of the coaching sessions, I quickly learned that they're not born, they're developed. Well, I work in corporate America. So to me, the difference and leaders and followers, the leaders, it's kind of like a manager and a director, or a manager and a supervisor, meaning that you only can manage what they have told you to do. You cannot make decisions. You can't change anything. So you're structured, okay? But a director would have a little bit more creative control, things like that. So the followers, we need you. We need you because you can be developed. But as a leader, most leaders don't want the response. No, when Coach Ricardo said, leaders, they don't want to do the task, do the job. They don't want the responsibility. Okay. I thought, yeah, I want to be a manager. I want to do this. And then when you get into that ball game, it's hard work. It's intentional work. Not only that, you're responsible for a lot of people. There are a lot of people that are looking for someone to look up to or to guide them. So as an influencer, hey, in this summit, I have to be careful what I do because I know a lot of people are, well, okay, if Brady did it, I'm going to do it like that. As an influencer, we do have a higher charge, in my opinion, to guide and lead a little more correctly. I feel like when others are following you and they're trying to get to where you are, we are responsible for those people. So we have to carry ourselves in such a way. Somebody's always watching you. Your actions can discourage someone from wanting to be a leader. Your actions can discourage someone from wanting to be a children's ministry leader or a Christian. So I remember my mom used to tell me, you may be the only Bible somebody see. Hey, watch your walk. Lead with authority and lead with confidence, but you can't just jump into that role. You have to be trained. So the difference to me is the training and the intentionality between the leader and follower.
Very late. Listen, guys, we got a lot of work to do in helping leaders tomorrow. Okay, starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow. If you're watching us, listen, I'm outside at Starbucks. Okay, I got me by Starbucks. Oh. And let me tell you something. The party's about to go down. I wanted the social distance, so I didn't want to be inside. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? All right, but I wanted to make sure that we had one last talk with you all. Some of tomorrow, Daria, when you start looking at children's ministry workers, youth ministry workers, what is some of what we would call the progressive characteristics? The progressive characteristic, because what we need serving children and families moving forward are people who are okay with being progressive. Talk to us about characteristics, signs that indicate someone is in line to being a more progressive children's ministry worker or youth leader.
Yeah. There's a thing, it's called odor fatigue.
Okay.
And odor fatigue is when you walk into a room or a place and immediately you can sense the smell, but after a while you can't smell it no more. You know how your grandmother house smell? You can smell it, but she lived there and she don't know her house smells like that. Or you can go into a restaurant and it smells so good and you sit down and you don't smell, after a while you don't smell it anymore. Progressive youth leaders don't allow their senses to become adjusted to the odor and the environment. They don't get tired. They remain relevant. They remain sensitive. They make sure that they are absolutely tapped into the environment. And so in order to do that, you got to have a team.
Yes.
You have to have someone helping you make you listen to your team. There's a website called childstats.org. And it has global and regional stats on children all around the world. I mean, it provides data. You need somebody on your team providing data for you because you can get desensitized after a while and just become detached from things and not really know what the children are going through. So progressive leaders remain relevant. They finger on pulse of what children are dealing with in school, at home. They are constantly in tune. They know the top 10 on the hip hop chart.
Yes.
They know the top YouTube influencers.
Yeah.
They know the television shows, storyline, what y'all watching, what y'all doing. I'm getting all up in your mix so I can speak to that and make change.
Right.
Now, I like what you said. You gave us avenues that individuals can actually do to make sure that they stay online with being that type of progressive leader. That is so good. Young people today, they know their stuff. For those who will be committed to reaching young people, you're gonna have to know your stuff as well. Thank you, Daria. Listen, Brady, your view on this whole term of a progressive children's ministry worker, youth worker, someone to young people.
Progressive children ministry worker. So, what does that mean? Let's see. What does that mean? Meaning that you're always moving forward. You're progressing. The church has been stagnant for too long, right? And I do believe I always look at it like these are going to be the people that's in charge of me when I'm older. When I'm ready to withdraw my retirement, Social Security, these are going to be the young ladies and young men that are going to be oversee us as adults, right? So we have an opportunity right now to change the kingdom, right? So when we accepted the call of Christ and we accepted children's ministry workers and leadership positions, I believe that our hearts were charged with taking the next generation to the next level. Now, Daria, you're absolutely correct. You must remain relevant. Okay, so you can't go on there talking about MySpace. What? Who? You know, I had to kind of like make myself get used to Instagram. I didn't want that, but that's where they are. So you have to remain relevant. But here's the thing: to me, an effective leader is always a few steps ahead of their team. That way, hey, so that what does that mean? Intentionality, right? We talked about that. So that means that I'm always okay, so I know Facebook is kind of phasing out, so I need to be ready for the next one. And here's the thing, if you don't know, it's okay, you ask. For me, I ask children. I ask teenagers because Coach Ricardo's my age. Daria, you're with me. What I do, I'll call my children like TikTok. Didn't know anything about it. My kids got a whole TikTok account with my name. Wait a minute. I may want to run for Congress. What do you have on there? I didn't know. So if you like, we always learn effective living. Somebody is succeeding in an area that you're struggling. Okay. So for me, I was struggling with social media. So I reached out to my friend. Her daughter is a sophomore in high school. And then I said, you know what? Let's keep it super simple. How about I ask my own 9 and 10-year-old, and guess what? They gave me a tutorial that we could make money off of. So staying relevant, constantly progressing, being also, and I hope I'm not going into another question, but a progressive children's ministry leader is always looking and training someone to take their place, because this is not my seat forever, right? My season is going to end at some point, but before my season comes, I should already have somebody in mind who's going to carry this torch. Just like Coach Ricardo, if he gets sick right now, I got to step up and I got to handle it for children's ministry. And I'm prepared for that because he has prepared me for such a time as that, right? So being a leader is not selfish. It's constantly growing and developing other leaders to make the children better and stronger. Does that make sense?
That is some. He said, and that makes sense. Now, listen, ladies, listen. We're going to bring this in. I just wanted to go ahead and just drop some stuff in there because y'all will be sharing tomorrow and on Friday during the Influencers Summit, guys. Hey, please let me know where you're watching. I see we got Vito there in Freeport, Grand Bahamas, toned in. And then we have Anton Brown. Guess who knows that guy? Who knows that guy? All right. Anton is all in Michigan checking us out. Hey, guys, let me ask you ladies a question. What is one of those common mistakes you guys have seen children or youth ministry workers make? It's a common mistake, and it don't have to be a mistake, but it's commonly made. And look at Brady. Brady raised his hand. He's like, I want to answer that question. Hey, Bodie, you're going to answer the question. I want to answer the question. Go ahead, Miss Dario.
One of the common mistakes, and I made it myself, and I repeated the same mistake over and over again. Youth ministers, youth leaders, children's workers have to rest and replenish themselves. If there's ever opportunity to get burnt out, it is working in children's ministry. The energy level, just the energy in delivering a power-packed, illustrated message, preach for 30 minutes and you need a nap. And then you have and then all of the issues that the children are coming in, and you just give and pour out and pour out. That I see so much turnover in children's and youth ministries. People can't out. They say they need a break. It's too much. And so children's workers, you got to rest yourself. You got to take care of yourself. A lot of times a sabbatical, a stepping away is not the answer. It's rest and replenishment. And then the second thing is not having enough depth in team. Your team is not deep enough. It's not wide enough. It's not large enough. We get a few people and we stop, we can pull back because it was difficult to get those few. So we take a break. We take our foot off the gas. Building your team is your responsibility, your constant responsibility. That's your backup. That's your depth. That's to make sure that this ministry can go on for generations. And so two common mistakes. We're not children's ministers. We are not taking care of ourselves. We're getting them everything and all on the table, but we're not picking it back up and refurbishing it. And then secondly, we are losing a battle with recruitment as well.
Wow. This is so good. This is so good. That was good.
That's workshop information right there.
Oh, so he has to take a coffee break on that. But let me tell you, that's why I love the Influencers Summit. The mix of people, Ricardo, that you put together, it just flows because Daria, what she said is exactly going to lead right into what I'm going to say. So I'm going to make it really quick. But what I see is the question is some of the mistakes is not utilizing volunteers in their full capability. Now, and it's three things with if you don't, the volunteer will get bored. Number one. Number two, they won't come back. And we all know we have a shortage of volunteers. And number three, the children won't listen. So I think that when we recruit volunteers, which that's hard to do, when you have a willing and able vessel, let them flow in their creative spirit. Let them be used and pushed to their full capability with the children. Because guess what? If I'm the leader and I'm trying to control my volunteers, then I'm going to have 4 volunteers that look just and act like Brady. That's boring. That's not a good, effective leader. Why would I come back as a volunteer? Trust your volunteers. Let them have creative control. Let them, this may be their opportunity to, you know what, I want to shine, I want to show my gift. Let them do that. The volunteers are here to take some things off of the leader's plate. Let them. We cannot control everything, right? So we try to control. I know I was guilty of this. I remember traveling with Coach Ricardo to an event. We were doing an event, and he told me, "You got your hands on everything. I have 10 helpers here for you, and you're doing everything." That's not an effective leader, right? So, what I think one of the most common mistakes, we don't utilize our volunteers, and we do not encourage them to operate in their full potential. So it creates boredom. The kids don't want to see three sister Brady's. They want to see Brady, Zaria, Ricardo, Esther, Billy, everybody. Let everybody bring their gift and their piece to the table, because this is God's puzzle. Everybody has a piece. So when every piece get on there, it's a beautiful picture. Hey, children's ministry, baby. If you need a change in your life, get in children's ministry. It will humble you. It will break you down. It will make you fall in love with Jesus all over. Again, I know I did. I'm going to stop right there, because you know I'll go on and on.
Thank you, Brady. Thank you, Brady. Listen, guys, tomorrow at 9 a.m., the annual Influencer Summit kicks off. And there's still time for you to go ahead and go to the website and say, Ricardo, we want to get in on this, because I have a passion to reach young people. I'm chilling outside because it's warm in Texas. This feels great. And I believe that, listen, Nicole is coming. Daria is in Michigan. And I think she said it's already starting to get cold. As a matter of fact, 60 probably ain't cold for you guys. I don't think 60 is cold for y'all.
Right, mild.
Cold for us. I got the heat on and a coat with 60 degrees.
All right. So let me ask you guys this question. There are people who are called, but they're standing on the sideline, not engaging in ministry. Can you take a few minutes and challenge those persons to get back in the game? Challenge those persons to stay faithful to their call. Rest if you must, but don't quit. Go ahead, Daria.
Absolutely. Here's what we have in front of us. We have a calling from God that is not optional. Are you telling God, no, I'm not going to do what you called me to do? It's not important enough. I'm back here with these kids. I'm back here with these children. They're not, the offerings aren't huge. I'm not getting an honorarium. They don't know my name. I'm not. Sometimes we get in our own way, and it manifests itself as fatigue. We do not get to tell God no about any assignment that he gave us. If he called you to pastor a church with adults, would you? Don't diminish this assignment because they are children. Rest, find someone that you can talk to, that you can share, and you can bounce ideas off of. Keep your energy up, keep your focus. What I found is that long-term growth goals help to stay a team. If we know the beginning, the mid, we can do it. God, God has all the details. He'll tell you how long this is your assignment. He knows. He's not trying to. You can trust God with the timing and the destiny of your life. You can trust him with your future. He's not going to play. You're not wasting away if you go back in his ministry where you don't think there's greatness there. Listen, you guys, serving God is an honor. It is a privilege. If called and we're wiping noses and cleaning up vomit and doing bathroom break and serving snack for the 1,000th time, if that is what God called me to do, then that is what I'm going to do. And then he's going to say, well done, good and faithful servant. So you have to be okay with the assignment and agree with God's destiny. And he, in due season, will promote you. There's some things that you desire to do, maybe beyond children's ministry. God is not an unjust God. If you have those desires, he's going to take care of you. But you stay faithful in children's ministry. You stay faithful with those kids, changing diapers or everything that we do in the scene. And God's going to do something publicly, big, and openly in your life.
Come on, come on. Stay faithful to the call, ladies and gentlemen. Stay faithful. Get back in the game. Listen, change those dirty diapers. Play on the ground with those little kids. Listen, do the song. Play the little song game. Ooh, 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 ooh. Get in it. Get in it. Brady, there are some people sitting on the sideline. They're not doing what they need to do. And then there are others who are needing to get back in the game. Yes, this pandemic has disrupted some things, but talk to those persons by reminding them if you're called to it, you should be faithful to it.
That's good. So I was just jotting a few notes. And first of all, let God use you. Okay. But I'm going to tell you this, you will not be comfortable until you walk in your purpose. You do know that, right? So you can sit on the sidelines all you want to, and you're going to be uncomfortable and you're going to be irritated and frustrated because you're not doing what you are being told to do. But first of all, as an influencer and as a leader, I have to step back and say, am I deterring people from getting off the sidelines? Because as me as a leader, have I taken control of this and this is my program and I'm trying to dictate and run it? See, sometimes as leaders and influencers, we need to also check ourselves to make sure we're not pushing others away or deterring them from joining the call of God. Because if I have a nasty attitude and it's a burning desire for you, Ricardo, to join children's ministry, but you don't want to work with me because my attitude is bad, that's not good as an influencer. So by this being the Influencer Summit, it is our job, it is our charge, it is our call to make others feel comfortable. We should be open. We should be easy to speak to, easy to approach. Also, make it fun. And guess what? Those sidelines get real boring when you watching Brady because I'm the one that might turn a flip on the stage, okay? I'm going to sit on the floor and play jacks and baby dolls with the girls. Then I'm going to get the Tonka trucks and Lego blocks with the boys. So I'm not coming in there with my brand new Jordans because if somebody throw up on my feet, it's okay. It happens. You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. So make it fun. I'm speaking to the leaders and the influencers because I bet there are a lot of people standing on the sideline that want to join your team, but are you deterring them from joining? Or are you inviting them? So I try to speak to everybody. I know that I have a high level of energy. I know everybody don't have that. So, you know, you as a leader, you recognize different personalities. Ask God to lead you to who I need to invite. Lord, who has a burning desire to join this team and they're scared to speak up? Lord, use me to connect them. So keep it fun, make it inviting. And I work with children, y'all. It's simple. Just be nice.
Kids love it when you're nice. Kids love it when you're nice. And they love it when you're fun, okay? But guess what? If you're standing on the sideline, oftentimes you will find it very difficult to get back in if you have been one of those persons not having fun. Oh my goodness. And there's nothing like showing up to something that you're enjoying. Enjoy your way to the top. That's what I'm going to start saying. Enjoy your way to the top. Hey, somebody need to write that down.
That's
Enjoy
good.
your way to the top. Hey, Daria, listen, before we go in, this is our last question I have for both of you ladies, because I got to go prep, and I know you all got stuff to do. When it comes to leading in children's ministry, when it comes to leading young people, when it comes to being a leader, how important is it to go the extra mile? Above and beyond, I said, what's this? I said that I went to my office, found out my internet is crazy, and it's 30 minutes before this session. I could have easily texted y'all and say, you know what? Hey guys, bad internet. See y'all tomorrow at the session. But going the extra mile had it to be that I jumped in my car and I said, I'm going to find me a spot. Make it happen. Leaders make it happen. Leaders go the extra mile. Daria, what's your opinion on that and leaders going where they need to go to get what they need done?
It's so vital and necessary. The wow factor in children's ministry. We have to work on ourselves, be our very best, pay attention to detail with our level of excellence. We have to do everything with excellence. We're competing with a world that technology is moving lightning fast. And we're investing in children. We're investing in resources. We're investing in books, products that we're bringing to them. And we have an anticipation that we're going to get a return on these kids. After you're done with college, you're coming back here and you're going to work in this ministry. Obligate them to be the next generation of leaders. Help them find their path. It is necessary to go the extra mile. It is an investment. And then, so if you're going an additional mile, that's more work. That's more exercise. That's more act on you. When you're doing that, you have to be mindful. You have to limitations and your boundaries.
You have to do it, ladies and gentlemen. It is critical. It is critical if you're going to lead moving forward, making a commitment to the extra. Listen, Brady, in your opinion, that extra mile, how important is it? Obviously, there are always moments to pull back. There's always moments to play life. There's always moments to not be as engaged as you need to be. But for those who are committed to being exceptional leaders, there is a need to go the extra mile. Talk to us about it.
That's true. It is a need to go the extra mile. For me, the best description is the extra mile is the icing on the cake. We have the cake, but let's put some extra with it. I look at it as a teacher or a police officer. Once a leader, I'm always a leader. So if I'm at the grocery store, I may run into my parents, the kids. I may run into I'm always a leader. When I'm posting on Facebook, I'm still a leader. You can't have the attitude, oh, I'm off work, I'm not doing that. Once you accept the call and accept the charge, that's what you are. You do need to make sure, like she said, to have your off time, your down period. But overall, once you become a leader, you're a leader. You lead. That's what you do. You set the standard. You raise the bar. You give them a target. Give them a goal. People are wandering aimlessly because they simply don't know what to do. So we have to go the extra mile because at the end of the day, this is my baby. This is my project. Children's ministry is mine, and I have to nurture it as so. However, like she said, you do have to disconnect. I'm very grateful to work with someone like Coach Ricardo because he gave me time off to enjoy my birthday. So, hey, the birthday's over. Ready for the summit, let's go. But had I not had that time off, I would have been downtrodden and stressed, and I didn't even get to do, oh man, he won't let me. So it's great so by him doing that and recognize and being sensitive to our personal life, hey, I came back fired up, ready to go. I'm going the extra mile, and I'm going to carry you with me. And it's nothing dead about children's ministry, guys. That is life. Wow. That is the birth of the church, right? So we have an opportunity to make this children's ministry what we want it to be. We are responsible. That's a big job. God needs us. He wants us. He put this in us, guys. That is what we're here for. We are here to influence and lead. Influence and lead. It's like a song and dance. You move, I move, just like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening tomorrow. It's the Influencer Summit. Just in closing, Daria, just challenge people if they still got they can still register. They can get the chance to be a part of a training that's going to happen for 2 days. And if someone says, I'm not available tomorrow, but I still would like the information, you can watch it for the next 30 days. I mean, that's pretty cool. Closing thought about the Influencer Summit, Ms. Daria.
I want everybody to register. Also, for those of you who are watching and you can sponsor a church, supposed to be in the Bahamas. And there's still a lot of people in the Bahamas that return to work. They need this information. Their church needs it. Their team needs it. If you can sponsor one person or an entire church, go to the website. There's information right up there in the comments. Go to the website, sponsor someone. Make sure that you register yourself. And there's a thing called content overload. Okay, there's a lot of content out here. So that's why you have an entire month to consume the content and to also take action. It's a very generous opportunity.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you very much, Daria. We have children's ministry leaders coming in. I'm so excited that even though our group, last year, all of us were in the Bahamas. Now that we cannot be in the Bahamas, we're still able to do the summit. That's totally awesome. And as Daria mentioned, there are churches that cannot afford to do this. Yes. And we would love for you to sponsor. So contact us and say, hey, I would love to sponsor a group. A group is $99. That's all it is, $99. And right. So we would love for you to participate in that. Brady, challenge our listening audience, get connected, be a part of the process. It's virtual and it's accessible on demand. After tomorrow, after Saturday, persons can still watch it up to 30 days.
Yeah, and that's a great thing. And guys, if you are, used to this type of environment, that's a very reasonable price. I'm the budget lady, and that's a good deal. But check this, listen to this. Look at it as sowing a seed, right? So we're all here because we're trying to make our ministries, our businesses, our lives better. So go ahead and sow a seed. You got your ticket, you got your seat, but you got to get your brother in. You got to get your sister in, get a stranger in. God honors that. Sow a seed. It's not about you. It's not about you giving up the money. It's about helping a whole community, a whole village, a whole church that can go to the next level. How awesome is that? But guess what, guys? I don't know if I'm letting the cat out the bag, but we got some bonus sessions this weekend, y'all. Say, I found out this information. Tell you all the business. You got to be on here to find out, right? So we got some bonus sessions coming up. Saturday is going to be lit. Friday, guys, don't miss it. You don't be selfish. You don't want to just get this for yourself, right? So I know for me, my mother, bless her soul, she don't do Facebook. She coming over here to have a whole watch party. That's how we doing it. And she's 78. It doesn't matter your age. You're never too old to grow in Christ. You're never too old to, better yourself. But y'all, don't miss it. If you have not registered, shame on you, but you still have time. And I'm gonna turn my head and I'm not gonna get on to you. So you still have time. Sponsor a church. I'm so grateful that Robinson Empowerment Group was able to sponsor a church. Next year, I'm claiming I'll be able to sponsor 10 churches because that's how awesome my God is. So that's how we do it. I'm speaking that, but it's still time. Y'all, the bonus sessions are gonna be fire. All the sessions gonna be fire. Did y'all see the lineup? I keep asking y'all that. Do you see who we have speaking? I mean, are you serious? Like, really? I mean, y'all, don't miss it. Hey, tell somebody, let somebody else register. Don't keep this information to yourself. Take notes, then go back. It's like go back and chew on it a little bit at a time. You got 30 days. Think about this. The influencers and the children's ministry leaders that are on here, for 30 days, you can create a whole program and curriculum from what Coach Ricardo is presenting to us. So you're sitting there, how can I change my children's ministry? Oh, the people are not engaged. Oh, my numbers are down. They won't come. You're going to get hot content that can change it all around. You can write a whole new curriculum just off of what these people are saying. So yes, you can get burnt out, content overload, but take your notes, get that content, then you revamp it to make your ministry the best that it can be. See, God gave us these voices and this talent, and he didn't give it to us to keep it to ourselves. And I'm not going to tell you, Daria, because I don't want her to. No, I want her church to be just as big and bigger than mine. I want his church to be bigger than mine. But guess what? Once it get bigger than mine, invite me to come speak.
Ladies, thank you very much for joining me on this last session before we open tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. It's going down. Look, check your emails out. Check your inbox out. We're going to have a couple hundred children's ministry and youth ministry workers joining us. It's going to be powerful. Pray for us as lives are about to be changed. People are about to be equipped, and we're about to take what we next level. Thank you, ladies. Y'all have a great evening. See y'all at Sunday, y'all. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye, dear.
Bye.